All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Minecart Monday, where we will be exploring the implementation of minecarts in Dwarf Fortress and how those could be used not just as another patch, but as the ability to automate an entire fort. So that there's as little hauling as possible. That's the number one job we're trying to get rid of here, and so that we can really start to up the individual efficiency of like our few craftsmen, so we can reduce the size of each industry and actually get more out of it. So that's what we'll be doing. Last time, as I was saying in precast, was we completed our alcohol input line, and we completed our carpenter input line. So we are going to work on all of our input lines before our output lines, unless the output, like these barrels, is part of another input line. Hey, Horf. Glad you could make it. And so we are going to focus on getting all the inputs up and see where that kind of goes from there, and then we'll start working on the outputs. And then, I mean, there's a lot of long-term goals. I would love to move over to where my entire defense is weaponized minecarts, but that's way down the line. We got to get power and stuff working. That was another thing we were working with last time. And in a previous patch, aquifers had natural flow. So I built all of this up here. I was going to build a whole string of water wheels under the assumption that aquifers had natural flow, that unless disturbed was there, and they don't seem to be getting any power. So total power 0, power needed 21, because of these things here. So we are going to have to build dwarven reactors. So one of the goals tonight is to carve out, at least get started, on a couple dwarven reactors. For those of you not familiar with the concept, that's like a perpetual motion machine. Impossible here in the real world. Totally possible with the physics in Dwarf Fortress, where there's actually more energy created by dropping water than it costs to lift it back up. So we will lift the water up, drop it over the water wheel will spin, generating power, and then that power will then power the pump and we'll restart it. And through a series of those, we'll have a surplus, and that will be our power source for this fort. So it is going to take a little bit of interesting dwarven physics if I do have to pull that water from. It's going to take some careful planning if I have to draw that water from the aquifer, so that I don't lose a miner. But it is possible. I haven't done it in a while, so it doesn't mean it will go smoothly, but dwarves are meant to be lost, so that's okay. So we'll go down here and look for another water source first that we could possibly draw from. I don't remember if our aquifer had any natural pools. It wasn't really a priority when I planned on drawing my power from the aquifer. There it is. Okay, so we do have natural pools. They are down on level 22, which is kind of, I don't know, I guess it's not. I mean, my first initial thought is that it's a bummer because I'm going to have to pump it up 10 levels. But if we keep building industry stacking down, 22 is actually a pretty good number for being the middle of everything. Yeah, I guess that's not actually all bad. And I guess it'd be 21. Or anything south of that, that's not a problem. Anything below that. So, it looks like we're going to be building our dwarven power on somewhere lower than 21. I don't want to build it on a floor that has caverns, because I want to be able to expand it equally. And that requires that I'm not building it around caverns. Oh no, is the stream down? Let me refresh. Good. Let me refresh my stream. You guys are talking to me, so I assume it's good. Okay, we're live. Scion, I restart after the precast. Lurking in my channel. Scion is running a little slow today, Some weeks he beats me into my channel, and this week he actually didn't even catch the first, like, 1 minute of my precast. Okay. So let's start planning out some Dwarven reactors. And the first thing we need to do is we need to have a path to water. So let's build ourselves a path. And we'll just pull from right here. That's plenty good. Our miners have been mostly AFK lately. They've been, or not AFK, they've been idle. So this shouldn't be a problem. So they, I've been having them kind of do some filler tasks. Okay. So we have this. We have a, oh shoot. We have a problem. Oof. Wow. That was dumb. Okay. So let's do this. Granite is the closest. We came over here with the purpose of doing an exploration track, and then I forgot about it, and so we actually have a door into our fort right now. So we'll get that task queued up. In the meantime, that's terrifying. Okay, so we know that this is our point of interest. We're interested in having water from. Doesn't really matter which direction the water goes, so we will mine it out like that. Beautiful. And we've got to decide kind of what floor we want water on. So let's look for where the cavern stops and starts. I don't really believe that that's the bottom. That doesn't really make sense to me. So we will go ahead and this is just going to be an access hatch. We're going to go ahead and have this come out. 10 squares and go down. And I put a ramp here. Of course, you don't have to. By channeling it, it will make a ramp out of the lower level. But I do that to hold my place so that I remember what I'm doing there and why that came out of nowhere. In case you queue up like a ton of digging jobs and you're like, I don't know where that goes. And so you can make sure everything's still lined up if you accidentally muck with something. So that's just a personal thing. So we're going to take it down to an even 25. Okay, we're on 25. And that's going to put our power plant access on 24. So from here, we have to start planning out our reactors. So that is our access. So that means above here, we get to start making our plan. Okay, so the way a Dwarven reactor works, it's actually really simple. That's your design. That's your center. 2 water wheels right here, and 1 pump. So this pump dumps the water to the left. The water naturally disperses over these squares, powering those water wheels, rotating them kind of toward the pump if you think about it. And then powers the pump to do it again. No Minecraft tonight, Rob Dean. That's on Wednesdays. That's on Wednesdays. But you're welcome to watch. This is Dwarf Fortress. Very similar to Minecraft. Just think of Minecraft if Minecraft were an RTS. So this is controlling lots of dwarves. It's a roguelike. It's free, and it's about maintaining a dwarven civilization. But you will eventually fail. So you start with 7 dwarves and you see how far you can make it. Alright. So that is the concept behind a dwarven power plant. And I'm actually going to move mine up a couple squares. Let's see. Yeah, let's move it up here. So we have some kind of room to work in case we need this later. No problem, Robin. I'll see you Wednesday. Wednesday night, same time. I get on a little earlier than this, and I do cast Minecraft. Alright, so... so then we do a next one, and we just keep going. And we're gonna need a lot of these. But right now, let's just do 3. And let's get those working. And then we'll worry about keeping that going. And actually, I don't want that. That was what I did last time. Okay, so we need the ability to maintain them, but we need to be careful with how I do that because I don't know who Herobrine is. I don't, actually. Rob Dean. I'm not that familiar with a lot of the Minecraft casters. I do watch Sevidus, but that's about it. Okay, so we're gonna need access to these. And last time I put access kind of everywhere that I shouldn't have. And it caused some leaks. Which caused me to slowly lose water. Which is fine, I guess, because we have an infinite water source to pull from, but I was having to refill my pool every once in a while. Which kind of sucked. So I had to build a reservoir tank, kind of right here. And then I was having to... I don't know what Herobrine is, but that's a long link. If you could not post things that long. Thanks, Rob. So, we post our, sorry, lost my train of thought there. So we need to create these lines here for our axles to carry the power out. And I believe the power can transfer diagonally from there to there and over. So we just need them to transfer it from one to the next. Although that is going to be a point of them leaking, but as long as they're just leaking to each other, it's a nice, slow leak. How do I... Alright. Alright, Horf. If you could take care of that for me. You are opt. Whoa! Whoa! Zoomed in quite a bit. Okay. There we go. Or if you're the man. Or if I can't wait till you get some time from work to cast a little more. I already did, I believe. Did I not? Yes, I did. You may have to refresh to see it, but yes. You are opt as my second mod. So, we have our Dwarven power, and that's where it's going to exit. And then from there, we'll pump it to... Horf swings the hammer. So from there, it's going to send an axle. We'll have to send an axle up. Which is going to lose quite a bit of power, which is why we did 3. On my last fort that I set up Dwarven reactors, I only did 1 because I built it on the same level as the other. I did it on the same level as the minecart, which saved us a lot of the power lost